So just make sure you've got enough space. Come and roll your mat out. I have got a band this morning because this is great for just aiding the body so that you can really focus on the small nuances that are going on with the back, the pelvis and the legs as you do the exercise. So if you'd like to just come down and get on your mat and we'll do this together. Okay, so firstly then, let's just sort of warm up through the hips and the back. So place your hands on your knees, lift the shoulders and the chest and round through the back, and just moving a little bit through the spine just to sort of warm that up for me. So as we do that, just rounding the back and lifting the chest. And one more here, and there we go. So come and lie down on the floor. So with this exercise, you need to have the shoulders on the floor, feet on the floor, just to start off with, just to sort of get your placing. So here, what we're going to be doing is we're just literally going to be sliding the leg away, but we can do this on many different levels. What we're actually aiming for ultimately with this exercise is by lifting the head, bringing the knees into the shoulder, into the chest, and we're here. So you have a hand by the ankle, hand by the knee, and you're extending the leg. So this is what we're aiming for. Okay? So that's what we're aiming for. Hug the knees in and place the foot down. Okay, so to start off with, keeping and making sure you have natural spinal alignment, we take one foot off the floor and we lengthen that leg away, bring it in and pop it down. So here, what we're looking for is pelvic stability. So this would sort of be, I suppose, our lower level, our first level, entry level of this exercise. So push the foot away and bring that in. So to take it up from there, what I tend to do is then I add the band. So from here, putting the foot into the band and do the same leg stretch, but do it several times on one side and then change to the other side. So you hold the band, so you've got the ends of the band like you're holding a bunch of flowers, and then here you're going to just push the leg away. Now because you've got the resistance of the band, the pelvis wants to move, the core wants to move, everything wants to shift to make this easier. Now this is quite straightforward to do, but then to do it with the breath and to keep yourself in natural spinal alignment without the spine dropping to the floor can then ultimately be quite difficult and challenging. But because you've got the leg with the band, you're actually supporting the weight of the foot so that you can actually focus more on your core stability. And if you've got back issues as well, the band is great for that little bit of extra support. So that's doing the single leg stretch with one foot at a time. You can then change to progress that, you can change the height of your leg. So you can take it up towards the ceiling or along closer to the floor. Now the lower the leg is, the harder it is because you've got the movement through the back and the back may want to arch a little bit more. So that's where within Pilates we want to avoid that lifting of the back and that arch off the floor. So from there we can take it to both legs. So you have one leg in towards the chest and you're just holding on to that leg, and then you can lengthen the foot up towards the ceiling. Now I've still got my head on the floor and my body on the floor. So again, to increase the intensity of this exercise, you would then lower that leg further towards the floor as you go. And what would tend to happen again here, unless you're really strong and secure here with the core muscles, again the back just wants to lift up off the floor. So as I say, the closer the leg is to the floor, the more challenging the work. And then just rest and just sort of release the back by just bringing the knees in towards the chest, and I'm circling my hips here. So then you want to add in lifting the head and shoulders up off the floor, and again start high with that leg, feel secure with your back position, and then you can pick the pace up, you can take it slower, you can take it faster, you can ultimately bring the leg down lower. So that's where we're aiming for. And then to add into the breath as well, And again, as I say, changing the speed of it is also quite a challenge too. So bringing yourself up, shoulders on the floor, lift the head. So you breathe out, you breathe in, you exhale, you breathe in. And so you can do this slowly, and that will really challenge you. Bring the foot back, or you can do this quite quick. So it's and then bring the knees in towards the chest. So when you start to lift the head and shoulders off the mat, you start to add in other complexities to the exercise, but ultimately you're looking at keeping the back the same shape. So there we go. We have the single leg stretch. And as I say, it's a great exercise to do lots of different levels with, and so that you can really focus on keeping your core nice and stable and strong. So there we go.